Hey everybody, Mr. Larson here. You have reached the Human Face Lab. So basically in this lab, you're going to create your own human face using basically the simple rules of genetics. So usually when you do this in class, you do it with two people, but since we're doing this online, it's just going to be kind of you. You're going to be playing the role of the mother and the father. So what you're going to need is you're going to need a coin, and you're going to need this document in front of you. If you don't have a coin, that's okay. You can always use the coin flip on Google search and it'll give you this beautiful situation here. Um, so you're going to need this document, the coin flip, as well as this document here. So this variation is the human face. This is what we're going to be using later on in the project or in the lab. So for each trait, so basically you're going to create a bunch of different traits that you're going to use to create your own human face. For each trait below, you're going to flip the coin 2 times, once as the mother and once as the father. And these flips will create a genotype. For each trait, use the document to figure out which phenotype for each trait, and then use the table below. So for every coin flip, if it reaches heads, it's going to be the dominant allele, or it's going to be an uppercase letter. If it's tails, it's going to be the recessive allele or lowercase letter. So this is if it doesn't specifically tell you something different. So first off, I'm going to help guide you, or I'm going to do the first couple steps just to show you how it's going to work out. You're going to have different results or you could have either the same or different results depending on what happens, because it is kind of a 50-50 chance. So first thing we're going to figure out is if it is a boy or a girl. If I flip the coin and it's heads, it's a girl. If I flip the coin and it's tails, it's a boy. So I'm going to flip again, and what am I going to get? It's going to be heads. So since it's heads, it's going to be a girl. So I'm going to put girl here in the section. So now the first step is to figure out the face shape. So the face shape, I'm going to flip it once as the mother. So I'm going to flip it. Tails. So tails, according to this, is the recessive allele, which means it's going to be lowercase. So I'm going to use the letter F for face shape. So it's going to be a lowercase f because it is a recessive allele. And now I'm going to flip as the father. So the father is going to flip, and it's going to be heads. So heads means it is the dominant allele, uppercase letter. So it's going to be uppercase F. Now that we have our genotype, we have our lowercase f and uppercase F from our parents. We're going to figure out what the phenotype, or what the actual physical characteristic is that is represented by these 2 letters. That is where the variations comes in. So you're going to use this document. You're going to look at face shape right here, and you're going to see which of your alleles applies to this this physical characteristic. So mine was uppercase and lowercase. So uppercase and lowercase means it is a round face shape. So in the phenotype, I'm going to say round. Boom. That's basically what you're going to do at each of these steps. So there's about 20 or so. So it may take a little bit. But once you get all this table filled out, you're actually going to use that information to draw your own human face. So you can either hand draw it, or you can use a face creating website that you find. But the face you use must reflect the characteristics above, or you won't receive full credit. So I am kind of looking at what you say your face should look like, and if it actually is what your face looks like. So once again, I'm going to go over the next. So just as another quick help you guys out, I'm going to do chin shape really quick. So chin shape, I'm going to flip as the mother, and it is heads. So that is the dominant allele. So chin shape, I'm going to do a capital S for shape, and then I'm going to coin flip again as the father. And the results are tails. So here I have my capital S, and I'm going to have my lowercase s, just as it was the dominant and recessive traits. So we have our dominant, we have our recessive, so uppercase, lowercase. What does that mean for our face? So basically the chin shape is very prominent because that gives us right here. This is our uppercase and lowercase. So our chin shape is very prominent. So in my phenotype, I'm going to say very prominent. Boom. So once again, you're just going to do that over and over and over again as you work through the table. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. I'm always available through Zoom or email. And I will see you guys later.